Hello everybody, Eric here, and I am here with the Hammer Pro 88 by M Audio. And as some of you know, I did an unboxing video right here. It was a interesting experience as I got this keyboard for the first time, and I wondered if it was a little too thunky. I am coming from the Yamaha 515, which in my opinion was about the best feel that I ever had on an 88 note keyboard. And as you know, my quest is to find the best 88 note keyboard, especially for what I do, which is playing a lot of piano and electric piano on my 88 note controller. I have a complete S61 by Native Instruments that I use for most of my synth playing and almost every bit of programming except for piano and electric piano. To me, it's crucial that I have that correct, I don't know, something I can grab and play, and I do a lot of piano music, so it's very important to me. But because you can never really see these 88 note keyboards in local music stores, not that there are many music stores and you probably don't live near a music store. I live in an area where there's many, but almost all of them only have whatever the newest keyboard is or the same old ones all the time, unless someone trades one in. So you don't get to see these more esoteric controllers in these stores. And so you kind of have to order blindly sometimes, which really stinks. So I thought I'd do one more video because I'm about to sell this and move on to another 88 note keyboard and see how that is. Again, I'm kind of stabbing in the wind a little bit with trying to find the right one because they don't have all the different ones, Studio Logic and stuff. You don't find it at music stores very much. But I thought I'd show you a little bit about the M Audio Hammer Pro. There's not much to show. There's no sounds or anything, but I can show you a little bit of what I feel is the thunkiness of this keyboard and just give you my thoughts about working with it from a piano standpoint. Now, let me say that when I play the piano with the headphones on, it's no big deal because the Hammer 88 Pro is a pretty decent controller. In other words, it responds well to MIDI. It is playing well, the sounds and everything like that. So when I play piano sounds, when I play electric piano sounds, it does a pretty good job of sensitivity and all those kind of things. And so from that standpoint, it's great. And you know what? Probably if you are someone who likes a lighter touch, you might like this more. The P515 kind of keyboard with wooden keys and stuff like that is not for everyone. And I'm a piano player. I have a grand piano in the other room, and I really like the feel that where I can dig in to piano sounds and things like that. Now, I can dig in here on this, but as you see, or maybe you can't see, but it's plastic keys. The weighting is they're bouncy, and the weighting is good. It's very smooth. It's not that it's not smooth. It's just that for me, I was hoping it was a little bit more something I could grab, and it's not. So I'm going to show you some of the thunkiness next, and this might be exaggerated, even though all I did was put the phone up next to the keyboard. So it's a brand new phone with a brand new camera and microphones and everything. So it's not like I have really exaggerated anything here. I'm just going to play the phone footage of me playing the keyboard up close. Next, I also want to play the keyboard a little bit with a sound on the speakers and then let you hear what it feels like when I am playing the sample from the speakers, and so you can hear how the sound is with the keyboard and with a sound from Keyscape. So that was me playing the piano for a song called Requiem for Love. You can find information on that below if you want to hear more of it. But this is not a bad keyboard. As you can hear the sound of the keyboard and the sound of the Keyscape sample, and you can kind of hear the thunkiness, but it's not bad. I mean, compared to some 88 note keyboards that are very thunky, it's not that bad. But for me, it just doesn't have that solid feel that I was used to with the P515, and that's a big deal for me. For you, if you're someone who wants to use this as not only the controller for your pianos and for your electric pianos, but you also want to use it for drums, you've got all of these pads right here. If you want to use it as a mini controller for some of the things you're doing, you've got these faders here, you've got a lot of setup here. It's a little obtuse with the setup with Logic because you have to do the whole M audio setup versus the Native Instruments setup, which is automatic. So many controls on it, probably more controls than I need personally. I just use it for playing piano and electric piano, and otherwise I'm not using it. So for some of you, that may not be the case. You may be playing everything on here, and if you are, it's probably going to be a great all-in-one board for you, and it's going to have action that is strong enough and good enough for most of you who are not really needing that feel. But those who are, like me, are going to know what I'm talking about here when I say it's nice. From the beginning, when I pulled it out of the box in that video I talked about earlier, I was just knowing that this was going to be too spongy. And again, spongy for me, not spongy for you. So that's about it as far as the Hammer 88 Pro. I really just wanted to talk about the action, which is the biggest thing. It's a beautiful keyboard. It plays well. I'm not crazy about these colors, which I know is pretty esoteric. You might be able to change them. I haven't found a way to do that. But and also, I don't use pads. So I'm not a drum pad user. I program drums on the keys, and so I don't have any need for pads. So a lot of you are probably saying, this sounds like the wrong keyboard for you, Eric, and it probably is. But if you are looking for an all-in-one solution, 88 notes that is very good as far as its quality, its build quality, and as far as a lighter than heavy touch, you might like this best. I have not yet tried the Native Instruments S88 or the Arturia Keylab 88, not the Essentials, because that is a fully semi-weighted keyboard. I might have a review on that one because I do have access to an Essentials 88. Let me know in the comments if you want to see a review of the Essentials 88 controller. But I do like the Audio Hammer 88 Pro. It's just not going to be for me. It's time for me to continue on this journey to find the best 88 note controller for piano and electric piano for me. And when I talk about this, I mean a controller that is going to really play samples great, like with Keyscape or with Native Instruments, pianos and things like that. But it's also going to let me dig in and feel like I'm playing a real piano. And this one, my friends, for me, just doesn't do it. So that's my final review of the M Audio Hammer 88 Pro. I wish you luck, and I hope this has helped you in some ways. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you next time.